It's gonna be a great fight. I'm telling you, both of the guys are very skillful, very talented.
Absolutely.
And my opinion about what I think they are don't really make the fight.
Right, absolutely.
How them guys fight that night. We both of us know that both of the fighters are great fighters. So it's just who can actually make the move that.
Terence Crawford has taken his training for the Canelo Alvarez fight to the next level by bringing in boxing legend Evander Holyfield. As if gaining access to Mike Tyson's gym wasn't enough, Crawford is showing he's fully committed and not underestimating Canelo in any way. During Holyfield's visit, Crawford spent most of the time listening rather than training, knowing the value of absorbing wisdom from a former undisputed heavyweight champion. He did step in briefly for some shadowboxing and pad work while Holyfield observed. It's clear, Crawford is putting everything into this fight. He's not just preparing physically, he's preparing with purpose, focus, and the mindset of someone who's all in.
Work, good work. Footwork.
Evander Holyfield, who knows firsthand what it means to be undisputed in multiple weight classes, having done so at both cruiserweight and heavyweight, recently shared his thoughts on the upcoming Canelo vs. Crawford fight. Speaking to Fight Hub TV, Holyfield admitted that while Terence Crawford is incredibly skilled, this challenge might be a bit too much. It's going to be hard to beat Canelo, Holyfield said. He's basic, but very good at what he does. Despite this, he added that Crawford still has what it takes to possibly pull it off, acknowledging the talent and determination the undefeated champ brings to the table.
Necessary and get the guy before you get got. And so, that's the art of the game of boxing. It's about how you gonna proceed to take it from it, but finding a way how to take it from it. If you just as strong as me, if you just as fast as me, I know I just can't run up there in the counterweight. Cause can't nobody run up from me that in the counterweight because they gonna get it.
Absolutely.
And so this gonna be a technical fight that both these guys can find out what.
Like that before. They just say he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't have to do it.
You posted the other day, there's a picture of you on a Rolls Royce, and you said, the quote is, "I can't remember how many of these I gave away." Tell me about that.
This, I don't know. Yes, when you used to have the money, and say, when I have you're not accustomed to that shit, man.
According to Evander Holyfield, while Canelo Alvarez is a highly skilled fighter with serious punching power, he does have some noticeable weaknesses, especially in longer fights. Holyfield pointed out that Canelo can start to wear down as the rounds go on, which affects both the accuracy and impact of his punches. Mike Tyson also brought up Canelo's fight with Dimitri Bivol as an example, where signs of fatigue were clear. This kind of drop-off opens the door for opponents who can stay strong early and take advantage late. Another concern is Canelo's defense. Holyfield noted that at times, Canelo's focus slips or he gets overly aggressive, which can leave him open to counterattacks. These are the areas someone like Terence Crawford could exploit.
It will be a tough one today, huh?
Yeah, I think it'll be tough.
Who are you rooting for?
Okay. Everyone wants to know what you're going to do to Jake Paul in a few months' time.
Evander Holyfield pointed out that Canelo Alvarez's defensive lapses could be a major issue against someone like Terence Crawford, who thrives on timing and precision. Fighters who can land clean shots and take advantage of small mistakes often give Canelo trouble. Holyfield also highlighted that Canelo has had problems dealing with opponents who use smart footwork and movement. Fighters like Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant gave him issues by constantly changing angles and not staying in one spot. Canelo's forward-pressing, aggressive style works best against fighters who stand and trade, but when matched with someone slick and mobile, he sometimes struggles to adjust. Crawford's movement and ring IQ could give him a real advantage.
Hey, Mike, Canelo Crawford. Crawford's in the building. Canelo fights this weekend. What do you think of that fight?
Where's the fight gonna be at?
Well, they say in Vegas, maybe in September, but Canelo's got to get through.
Additionally, Canelo's flat-footed approach can work against him when facing fighters who move well and create sharp angles. Against opponents with quick footwork, like Terence Crawford, this lack of mobility can make it harder for Canelo to cut off the ring or keep up with shifting positions. Staying planted may help generate power, but it can leave openings for more agile fighters to hit and move without getting caught.
I said Crawford too. It's really a pick'em fight. I'm just interested. I'm gonna be happy in either.
Terence Crawford is known for his exceptional boxing talent. He combines strong punching power with sharp counterpunching skills and quick head and body movement. His training is carefully designed to match his needs, including long runs to boost stamina, focused drills to sharpen technique, and intense sparring to simulate real fight conditions and keep him sharp.
Right now, you keeping your eye on like a Crawford or anybody like that?
I just came from Crawford last fight.
In LA?
Yes.
You went to it. What'd you think?
I thought that was a tough guy, and that guy gave, you know what I mean? I'm glad that he came back the last two rounds. You know, the guy was very awkward and strong.
Super awkward.
Yeah, and this guy fights anybody. Crawford fights anybody. Yeah. I don't agree with that, you know, because you got to look good in order for...
Canelo Alvarez's team takes a very thoughtful approach to his training. They choose sparring partners who closely resemble his upcoming opponent in both style and size. This helps Canelo fine-tune his technique and boosts his confidence. Over the years, this strategy has allowed him to adjust well to different opponents and weight divisions. His consistent success also comes from his strong work ethic and dedication to the sport. Canelo is always looking to improve, constantly refining his skills and pushing his limits. His passion for boxing is clear. He's never satisfied and always aims to stay one step ahead.
Because if you fight this guy, you don't look good. The fans, I don't want. He's not gonna look good at winning with this guy. You gotta constantly have fights that you know and fight a guy that's gonna make you look good. The guy gotta pressure you or something. You know, this guy's running around. Crawford's not used to this kind of movement and
weird
stuff.
fit.
Yeah, awkward as a motherfucker.
You think are you ready? You think the world's ready?
Canelo Alvarez's mental strength is a big part of what makes him such a successful boxer. He's shown time and again that he can bounce back from tough situations, learn from mistakes, and come back even stronger. Whether it's handling pressure as a champion or facing tough opponents, Canelo stays focused and determined. This mix of mental toughness, top-level physical skills, and smart training has helped him win multiple world titles across 4 weight classes and build one of the most impressive careers in boxing. When talk of a Canelo vs. Crawford fight came up, former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson was quick to share his thoughts. On the It Is What It Is podcast, Tyson expressed concern over the big weight difference between the two fighters. He believes that size could play a major role in how the fight turns out.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight. You know, and
Mike Tyson didn't hold back when giving his opinion on the Crawford vs. Canelo matchup. On his podcast, Tyson admitted, "I don't like that fight for him. The main issue," he said, "is the size difference, something he finds hard to ignore." To make his point, Tyson brought up Crawford's fight against Israil Madrimov in August 2024. At the time, Crawford had just moved up to 154 pounds from welterweight. That bout went the distance, which is rare for Crawford, who usually wins by stoppage. Now, facing Canelo would mean jumping 2 full weight classes, to 168 pounds. From Tyson's perspective, that's just too big a leap. He shouldn't be fighting that guy, Tyson said, clearly concerned that the weight gap might be too much for Crawford to overcome.
He had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, but this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's hurt and jerked.
Although Mike Tyson initially questioned Terence Crawford's decision to move up and fight Canelo Alvarez, he's since had a change of heart. Tyson now says that size isn't everything in boxing. In his words, size means nothing, but determination means everything. He pointed to legendary fighters like Henry Armstrong, who fought and beat champions 2 weight classes above his own. Tyson recalled how Armstrong, a featherweight, defeated a welterweight champion and fought to a draw with a middleweight champion. To him, history proves that being smaller doesn't mean you can't win. Tyson's shift in opinion became even more clear when he backed a comment made by Keyshawn Davis, who grouped himself, Crawford, and Shakur Stevenson as elite fighters destined to stay undefeated. That subtle agreement showed Iron Mike might now be leaning toward believing in Crawford's chances, regardless of the weight difference.
We the best boxers in the town. We the best boxers out playing, bro. We got Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Terence Crawford. We the best. Stop playing. Who can beat us? Nobody. Stop playing. We got Mike Tyson.